Hello everybody, I'm back. It's me, Fun Figure Reviews, and I'm here with another figure review. Now before we begin this video, if you like what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Without further ado, let's continue with the video. So today we're reviewing Studio Series 27 Clunker Bumblebee, which is basically a more accurate version of Studio Series number 1, because for some reason Hasbro loves, and I mean loves, to release Transformers inaccurately and then release their accurate versions later because money, right? But yeah, here he is. Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you right now, he is definitely better than Studio Series number 1. Not just because of the paint scheme, just because it's unlike the original version, right? Let's put these up. They actually put a pin in here, if you can see that, which means this doesn't pop off. Now, I wish they put a pin in here, but they didn't. But you'd be surprised how much that makes a difference in his transformation. Because literally transforming these two is basically night and day, because he does not have the pin in there. Right? But yeah, you'd be surprised. Now with that being said, let me show you him up close. He looks great. I love the paint scheme. Definitely a lot more accurate looking, and I love that. I've always really liked the original 2007 Bumblebee design. It looks really great in my opinion, and I'm glad that for Rise of the Beast he got this Camaro form back, right? I'm really glad he got this back, this 1997 Camaro, I think it is. I think that's a model, but if someone knows the actual model, please feel free to correct me. But yeah. Now, before we do any form of articulation, let's get on to some comparisons, right? Oh, come on. I will say this, just like the original, he has horrible balance. Oh my god. But yeah, first up is his original version, Studio Series number 1. They look pretty good together, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. It's basically just a repaint, right? Just a little bit more accurate. Also, if you were to put this on over here, it would look even more accurate, but you know, for the sake of accuracy's sake, I didn't do that. For our next comparison, we got Legacy United Bumblebee. They look pretty good. He's very small, which is nice. Legacy United Optimus Prime. And then last but not least, Studio Series Nightbird. You can see, let me just adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. And there we go. As you can see, they look pretty good together. Yeah. Now for articulation, right? If he basically has the exact same exact same articulation as most Bumblebee figures. You know, like there's really no difference. Although, because he is just a remold of the Studio Series 1 figure for this character, he does have the ability to push in and out his wrist, which is nice. But to start off, he can rotate his head about that much, has a little bit of tilt, not much. You can move these up and down to your preference. You can rotate his arm, but gets hindered by the door shields. Of course, these can move, so can these, right? Can rotate his arm all the way around, bend that in. He can kick out about this much. He can kick back about this much, right? He can knee about that much. A little bit of foot articulation here. A decent ankle rocker, but it goes this way instead of the other way, so it's a little interesting, right? He does have a thigh cut right in here, which is nice. And he does have a swivel around the waist. And like I said, that's basically it. There's really nothing fancy to it. It's very simple considering he's just a remold. You know, this is really good for its time when it came out. This is really good articulation for a Transformers figure when it came out. But or when the original mold came out anyway, it was decent articulation, right? Pretty decent. But yeah, he looks really nice. I cannot get over how much better he looks with the accurate paint scheme. But yeah. Wow. Man, this review is going by fast. Because like he's the exact same figure, just with better paint and a pin. Like a pin in here. That's basically the only difference. But yeah. Anyway, let's get on to transforming him. And if you see my other video, you are more than welcome to skip this portion. But if you haven't and you would like to see how to transform this Bumblebee or the other one, then I guess stay, you know. So first up, you want to push these hands in, right? And then, goes in like that. Rotate these around, pick these up. Sorry, it's been a while since I transformed this. Right, rotate these down too. Untab, so this is tabbed into here, so you want to untab that, like that. You want to push these to the side, right? Pick these up. You want to come over here, get this, right? Just start, this gets pegged into this little clear peg right in here, right? Oof. Just make sure that gets pegged in. Bring this out. All right, there we go. Unfold all of this. Nice. Now, the trick with this is, right, because you do want to rotate all of this up like so. Because, yeah. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Ay, ay, ay. Man, it's been a while since I transformed you, huh? Alright, you gotta kind of pull this all the way out. Right? Or else, because if you don't, it won't fit in the vehicle mode. Like, there will definitely be clearance issues if you don't do that. So, just a little heads up. Right? Like that. Just fold all of this around, right? Get this piece, put this in here. You rotate this piece around and it'll simply click into this piece. Right here, we'll click into there. There we go. Like so. Right, you get this leg, do the exact same thing. There we go. Come on, there we go. And rotating, rotating, there we go. Get this piece over here. And there we go. And then all you do is just click these two together. Like that. And there you go. You got the entire back part of the car done. So you want to push this flap down, try to angle these like this, right? And then you want to move this piece up and make sure you get these right underneath the hood like so. And then you just push this down. There we go. And there you go. All right. Next, what you want to do is you do want to close up the doors because it does make things a little bit easier. So, there we go. Break this up. Now you got to kind of wedge the arms in like this, right? Wiggle them in. And you see that little groove right in there? That little slot right there will fit into that groove very nicely. Assuming this door actually wants to close. But yeah, just like that. And all you do is essentially the same for the other side. All right, close that door up, fit that in the groove, line that up, fold this down. Yeah, just kind of fix everything so it all stays nice and snug, or nice and snug together. There we go. Right, and there you go. You got Clunker Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. I don't think my camera's focusing. There we go. Crap, it's not focusing in. There we go. As you can see, it looks very nice. Very, very nice indeed. I'm pretty sure this is printed on, like, because as you can see, like, these are too tiny to kind of be painted on, so I do think this is all printed, which if that's the case, that means there's less likely a chance for them to mess up, right, and not make it as accurate. Then again, who's actually going to be looking at the movie and then back at this and then looking at the movie to compare? Like, who's realistically going to be doing that unless they're really, really into, like, accuracy, you know? But yeah, oof, dropped them. But yeah, he does roll decently well. I don't know why this wheel is kind of stuck. There we go. All right. Which is interesting because he doesn't have pegged on wheels, but they do rotate very nicely. But yeah. Anyway, with that being said, let's compare him in vehicle mode to some other Transformers in just a little bit. Alright everybody, I'm back and I'm back with comparisons. And first up for the comparisons, we got Studio Series number 1 compared to Clunker Bumblebee. They're basically the same car, there's really no difference. It's just one has good paint scheme and it's easier to transform, and the other is not. So yeah. Our next comparison is a smaller Bumblebee. As you can see, for our next to last comparison, we got this one, Animated Optimus. They look really, really good together, I'm not gonna lie. There we are. Alright, and for our last comparison, we got another car. We got Nightbird. There they are. They look really good together too. Oh wait, why did I roll him off screen? Oh, and as you can tell, he rolls really well, if I didn't mention that. He rolls like butter, but then again, it could be that this surface is glass, so. But he rolls really, really well. Now, for my final verdict of the figure, I would say it's a 10 out of 10 for me personally. I've really enjoyed this figure. It's definitely 10 times better than this figure. If you want a movie accurate Bumblebee, go for this one. But if you want an OG Bumblebee, go for this one, because this is the first Studio Series. So yeah. That's all I really got to say. It's a great figure. I would definitely recommend it if you don't have the Studio Series number 1. If you do have it, I would still recommend you pick it up because it is just overall a better figure. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace. Bye.